South Africa, South Africa. The world looks and smiles and laughs at you as we continue to go out and do what we are doing out there. The invisible hand continues to smile and laugh at us. And I know for a fact that it is on this day that our forefathers will be turning in their graves, in their numbers, wondering where did the fight that we started, has it gone? I know that I am not coming to judge you, and there is a time when you've got to speak for one another, and I am alive to the fact that the Berlin Conference was not anything that should have divided us. I'm alive to the fact that Nelson Mandela Madiba worked so hard, the Pixley, Kaisaka, and Sheme, they were able to do that they could do to make us more united, to bring us together. And I'm alive to the fact that the independence of South Africa, which was brought about, it was by all Africans, and how comes that we are forgotten so fast? South Africa, South Africa, I come not to judge you. I come in a spirit of humility and understanding that indeed South Africa has businesses all over the continent, and indeed you are the giant of Africa, if I have not forgotten. And it is at this moment that the invisible hand continues to smile and watches over us from a distance. I don't know the last time I checked whether it was any other person fighting against the other, but it is alive and well in Africa. How is it possible that to this day, in this century, we still look at each other as a brother who is not of our own? As I watch over a woman, a South African, who got married to a Nigerian man who is just away to go to Nigeria and fend for themselves. And I'm wondering if Nigeria was to retaliate on this family, how disorganized and disunited will we be? I watched that woman shed tears as they continue to go and try to settle in a different settlement in Nigeria. How is it possible that Uganda could be as well alive to the fact that you guys own giant MTN and so many businesses in our country, that we can come up again and return fire for fire? I am not of that view. I come from a school of thought that we together, united, we will be stronger, and we will see our cultural differences as a cultural mosaic to bring us more closer, to bring us together and work to make sure that we see that Africa that we all desire. Oh, Mother Africa, who be with us? Mother Africa will be with us. I'm alive to the fact that we together in our numbers with all the natural resources, we can do better, and we must start now, and we must be more united than any other time before. And I'm alive to the fact that we can only do better if we come together. That we should not be able to return what South Africans are doing. And I'm not here to judge them, because until when you have lived with the people, then you will understand them better and you will be able to pass the right judgment. It's not for me to judge them, but rather the fight that you guys are fighting, in my view, is not the fight that we should be having in this century. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my humble appeal that we should love South Africa more, and we should see them more to come up and do the right thing. That our forefathers will be able to still smile at us, and they will be enjoy watching us take a step to add onto the building blocks that they have started. That not only will we have this conversation in Uganda and in Nigeria and indeed in Ghana, but rather how do we have it in Zimbabwe and indeed in Egypt and across Ethiopia, and we will be in Equatorial Guinea talking about the same conversation, about bringing us together, about that unity that we all desire. That is the dream. That is the goal. We must be looking forward to working together in totality, that our differences, the Berlin Conference will not design and will not determine who is of South Africa, nationality or origin, and it will not indeed determine who is from Uganda and South Sudan, as indeed the DR Congo, but rather how can we build together? How can we come together and stay more united, more stronger, that we can together elevate the continent of Africa? It is your duty and my duty to make that happen, to make it possible. Thank you so much.